2-2 we exit the Scottish Cup by the hands of Livingston. Give us your thoughts on today's match.
Really proud of how the boys played, Fraser. We knew this was always going to be a really tough ask of us, and we've created some memorable moments in the Scottish Cup, some big giant killing acts, and this was another potential one for us that we had our eye on. But I think we can't disguise the fact that they're a top championship side in their own ground, a team that's trying to get back into the Premier League, a team that's lost one game this season, and a team that on their last encounter in the league beat Falkirk here. So it was always going to be really difficult for us. A lot of things needed to go our way today. I think the first thing that we were hoping for is that Livy would maybe have an off day, and they didn't have that today. They were excellent, first half especially. Moved the ball very efficiently, great movement, touch, pace. But I thought the boys did really well. We kept them at bay for 20 minutes or so. First goal was a little bit fortunate in terms of how the balls landed to Rhys McClear, but it's a great finish. And then we're trying to stay in the game. That's always the game plan. Stay in the game as long as we possibly can. The second goal was a little bit disappointing. I think we could have defended it slightly better. But again, we're playing against top-notch opposition here, and these are the differences. That's what we were talking about at half-time and at full-time. That when you come up against this level of opposition, you can't afford to switch off. You don't get the luxury of relaxing or switching off. You have to be on the game all the time, and little moments and little lapses of concentration can cost you, and that's what happened to us in the first half. But 2-0, you're still in the game. We said that half time that could we be a bit braver in the ball. We changed the shape a little bit, we got a little more aggressive, and I think we were really good value in the second half. I think it was a really even second half. Yes, they're 2-0 up, so naturally they might sit off the game a little bit, but I thought we were brave in the ball. I thought we tried to play. We did play and created some decent openings, and I just felt that the final touch or the final break of the ball didn't quite go our way. But really proud of how the boys performed. Anyone that was here today would have seen that we're a competent footballing side, and to come here and to play the way we did in the second half. A lot of teams will come here in the Championship and not perform like that, so I'm really happy with how we've performed, and we now need to take that level of performance and replicate it every week in the Highland League, and we'll not be far away.
It was a dominating first half for Livingston, like you said, but it wasn't, for me, all backs to the wall for Brora. Every time we had the ball, sometimes it didn't really fan out. Either it was a strayed pass or Livy just pressed really well. You must be delighted with that. And then the second half, I mean, it was absolutely excellent coming against this side away as well, and creating the chances that we did to even get a goal and make it nervy for Livingston.
Yeah, you're right. The first half was not all about Livingston. It wasn't waves of attacks. We had moments in the first half. That we got on the ball and we tried to play, and we actually got in behind them. I think we were too eager to play the ball in the box rather than I'd rather we just kept it and allowed support to get up into the final third of the park. But we had opportunities, and we did create some openings in the first half. But second half we were excellent. Really happy with how we played. Taking the ball in, midfield runners, being brave on it, taking it in tight areas, and we created some openings. It's just unfortunate that we didn't take them. It would be nice for the boys. It would be nice for the support. We had a brilliant support down here today, so a big shout out to everyone that made the journey. I think they'll be proud of the performance and proud of the team, and so they should be. It's just unfortunate we didn't get a goal and give them something to cheer about.
Yeah, you mentioned that support. It was great to see the players coming across and the coaching staff as well, acknowledging the fans who have travelled that distance. 2 buses settled out from a small village in Sutherland. It's quite impressive I'll be able to come to venues like this and put on a good show.
And we sometimes forget that. We sometimes forget, our humble beginnings and where we come from in terms of a small village, a Highland League team, and we don't have an inferiority complex. Far from it. We actually believe that we could have come down here and perhaps nicked something if Livingston didn't turn up, but they did. But yeah, we've had some amazing moments in the Scottish Cup, and it would have been lovely if today was one. But I think what we can take from this is the fact that we've got a phenomenal footballing team. Boys that want to take the ball and play the game in the right way, irrespective of whether we're playing in the Highland League or you're playing a team that's sitting second in the Championship. So I think everyone should be proud of their efforts today. And like I said, we just now take that form, and we need to take that form into the Highland League and really make a push for this title running.
We are back at home. You must be absolutely delighted not having that A96 or A9 journey to look forward to on Saturdays. We are at home in the Highland League Cup. Give us your thoughts for that match coming up.
Well, it's nice to be home. I think it's been 6 weeks, 7 weeks maybe since we last played a lifetime ago, so looking forward to getting on the pitch, which will be great for everyone to get back onto. And yeah, we're not on league duty, obviously it's the Highland League Cup, but another game against Formartine, which will be our third of the season, so we look forward to that. And then we really focus on a important December for us, trying to get as many points on the board as we possibly can, and let's say try and close this gap on Brecon.
Stephen, thanks for your time today.
That's good.